today we are very lucky to be joined by Noor-Hal from the Geeky Waffle.
Hello there. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we are very excited to have you on here. And I don't know if your collaborators at the Geeky Waffle have told you, but on our podcast, we have what is called the Clubhouse.
What's the password? New England clam chowder. Is that the red or the white? I can never remember that. White?
It is a segment we've tried to get rid of over and over again, but our listeners have told us that they will stop listening if we don't do it with new guests. And essentially, it's where we bring on new guests, we ask them a series of questions, and after they've answered them and we are satisfied with their answers, they are members of the Clubhouse. And so we're each one of us have a question for you that we'd love to hear your answer on. And we'll start with Ben's question.
I like thinking of the Clubhouse as like the McRib. Like we keep trying to get rid of it, and then the people are just like, "No, bring it back. We need it."
It's the McRib. It's our McRib.
We need it. We miss it. It's been a while since we did Clubhouse. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So my question, Noor-Hal, for you is: I like to ask people who enjoy movies that if you were stranded on a deserted island and you have a TV, you've got like a Blu-ray player, you've got everything you need, you got provisions, you're good to go, and you get to take the filmography of either of one director or one actor with you onto this island. I'm very curious to hear who that person would be and why.
Oh my God. Well, I'm a Star Wars fan, so I would take George Lucas.
I love it.
It would be the immediate response. Of course, I know, well, that would limit me just to 6 movies plus DHX 1138 and the other
American
movies.
Graffiti.
Such.
Yeah.
Graffiti as well. But hey, it's a Star Wars. I love Star Wars, so that would be fantastic. But I would say, well, if I couldn't choose George Lucas, I would go for Rian Johnson.
Okay. Nice. I love it.
Love it.
Very pro Last Jedi here. I think we could turn Lucas into we could extend director to producer, so you have all that Star Wars
that's
stuff.
what I was going to say.
Indiana Jones.
You get all of it.
Indy. Yeah. We can make an exception here. I mean, you're on an island. You deserve plenty of stuff to watch. So
cut you a break.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I love American Graffiti, but it's only so much Ron Howard one can take. But I think Rian Johnson's also a great choice too, though, with Knives Out. What's the new one? Is it Glass Onion? Is that what it's called?
Glass Onion, and then Looper. Yeah,
I really like Looper.
Yeah,
Brothers Bloom.
Yeah,
so
he's got a ton of good stuff.
Yeah, I love it. Awesome choices.
So I'm trying to think back. Looper kind of fits the criteria of the question I'm about to ask you, but the genesis of my question, actually, I can tie back to this round of movies. I always like to know about a movie that you would like to rewatch for the first time. And the reason I came up with this question is because of my experience watching Fellowship of the Ring. I've told the story a bunch of times, but the moment when Arwen turns the river into horses to wash away the ring wraiths, blew my mind. I had no idea that you could do that in a movie. I'd seen special effects before, but it was just the way they used it. I don't know. It just caught me so off guard. And so I'll never forget that moment. And I'm always curious to know if people have moments like that they remember from their lives. And yeah, if you could go back and experience a movie again for the very first time, what would you pick?
Well, I had a list of choices, but I'm happy to hear that you guys are pro The Last Jedi, because that would be my choice. My number one choice. It was amazing to be there on the premiere. And I remember just seeing a lot of things like the throne room when Snoke was killed. Everyone was like, what? And then the fight, and it was such a great experience. And of course, as a film lover, I had other movies that I would definitely love. And I think one of my latest experience, of course, Avengers Endgame. I'm a MCU enthusiast, and I think the Portals scene, up to this day, it's been 3 years, of course, but when I listened to the Portals track of Alan Silvestri, I feel like the chills.
Totally.
Wow, remembering that scene.
You have
but
to.
Yeah,
Totally.
you get that swell in your chest, and yeah, totally. That's my girlfriend's not a huge MCU fan, but she saw that, she just watched that scene, and it even got her choked up. Like, she's like, "Oh, I get it. I can see why everyone loves it." So it's a really great scene. We talked about it on our last episode. Actually, we're talking about great battle scenes in movies in honor of Helm's Deep, and so the portal scene obviously came up. So, well, that's a great answer. And I like we like the defense of the Last Jedi. I think people need to relax, just appreciate these things for what they are. It's fun. It's good stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's Star Wars.
Man, like I forget, is it Holdo? Is that Laura Dern's character? Holdo?
Yeah.
Dude, with like that scene with the ship, like, and when they like cut the sound and stuff, I was like, holy fuck. Like, I think that was one of my like your version, Tyler, of like the river thing, where it's like, oh yeah, this is fucking like, you can do this. You know, you can just like cut out all the audio and it can almost be more impactful. Like, it was so crazy to watch that. I love that scene. Yeah, that throne room fight, like everything was so good. I love pro Last Jedi here for sure.
Thank you. Yeah. Glad to hear.
Yeah, I'm very pro Last Jedi, and I'm just going to go on record here saying that if you didn't like that Holdo scene, let us know in the comments. But I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that you didn't understand it. You just didn't understand it. And you can tell me why I'm wrong in the comments.
Matthew J. Weiler .3filmspod@gmail.com.
Yes.
But no, what is your middle name? I don't know why I said Matthew J.
Hey, that fits. that fits. That fits.
Have a new middle name.
Yep, that's what it is now.
Matthew Jedi Weiler. Yeah.
There you go.
So my question is my favorite of the three, which is why I'm the one who asks it. And it's what we call the Unsung Gem. It essentially is, what movie do you feel goes criminally underappreciated that no one else seems to know about or doesn't understand the way that you feel like they should, that you just wish everyone could see, but it can't be a super popular movie. It's just got to be one that you just feel like doesn't get enough credit. What would be your unsung gem?
Wow, that's a tough question, but a few days ago, I was just watching with my friends. We have this watch movies. We have the Quarantiners. We watch the movies online, and there's this movie that it's 80s. You know, it's Steel Magnolias.
Ooh,
I mean, it's known, but it's not like wow, like Top Gun, Back to the Future. I mean, it's an 80s movie that some people has watched, but I love it because it's well, I'm from Texas. I'm originally from Brownsville, Texas, but this movie is from it's set in Louisiana. It's actually not that far from Houston. It's Natchitoches, where it was filmed. Mm-hmm. But it's fantastic. Oh, really? We were talking about the performance of these actresses, this ensemble cast, and you also have, for example, I was looking at Sam Shepard was there, this great late playwright and actor, and he was he had the part of Dolly Parton husband, and we were talking that it's really those, you can call them comfort films, but at the same time you see the level of performance, and it's really endearing, and you get and actually that's one of the reasons that magnolias are native tree here in this area in the South. And actually my mother told me why they call it steel magnolias, because when you have like this region, hurricanes and such, you have a lot of extreme weather, but they resist. So it's like they made of steel. Oh, so that's awesome. Like the analogy. Yeah. So that's the analogy with the characters, all they endure. Like you see the death of the character of Julia Roberts. So, sorry, spoiler alert, but it's fantastic. It's some of those movies that are not like, this huge blockbusters actions, but the level of performing gets to you. So definitely
that's
such a good cast in that movie.
We covered that movie not too long ago, and all three of us really enjoyed getting to experience it, and that totally qualifies as an unsung gem because it's one that I've heard here and there my whole life about, and just never saw it. And so finally now we're able to sing its praises. But that's such a good pick.
Man, Sally Field, that funeral scene.
She knocks it out of the park. It's so good.
Yes.
Gut-wrenching.
It's so good.
She's amazing.
And Dolly Parton is just such a treasure. Like she has like almost like the Keanu. She gets the same kind of pass that Keanu Reeves does with her acting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's just so fun to watch on screen and so charming. It's like I can forgive that it's sort of like it's not the greatest performance or greatest acting I've ever seen, but just her as a person and that character, like just so cool and charming, just so much fun to watch. Like the way they put that whole cast together with I can't remember, it's been a while since we watched it, but like that was like one of Julie Roberts' first major movies, wasn't it?
I think it was her first feature
if not her very first. Man, from top to bottom, even the newcomers were just out of control in that movie. It's so good.
I agree.
Yeah,
it was great.
We were watching, what did we watch the other day? Oh, A River Runs Through It.
Oh, nice.
Tom Skerritt, is in there, and I was like, oh man, like I just wanted to watch Steel Magnolias. Like, not much makes me want to like turn off Brad Pitt, but seeing Tom Skerritt, like, oh man, I could go for Steel Magnolias
pause
right
this.
now. Yeah, like he's so good in that. Yeah, him and Weezer, them going back and forth is just so good. But that's an awesome choice. I forgot about the first
Weezer.
watch for all of us. I know.
Weezer is
that dog.
Such a damn that scene, and it's beautiful because in that funeral scene, the graveyard, you go from this excruciating pain that you see Sally Field experiencing, and then you laugh out loud with Olympia Dukakis. Hit wizard.
It's so good.
I just want to hit something. I want to hit it hard. Here. Hit this. Go ahead, Malin. Slap her. Are you crazy? Hit her. Are you high, Clary?
Clary, have you lost your mind?
We'll sell T-shirts saying I slapped Weezer Boudreaux.
So exhilarating.
I love it.
Seriously.
Perfect choice.
Yeah. Yeah, we highly recommend anyone who hasn't seen that to check it out. And thank you for answering those questions. Welcome to the Clubhouse.
Thank you.
You did it.
Yeah.
Officially a member.
We're happy with those answers. So you qualify. Thank you.